The biggest scandal was when they spied on my campaign.
There's no real evidence of that.
Of course there is.
No.
It's all over the place. Leslie,
Sir,
they spied on my campaign and they got caught.
Can I say something? You know, this is 60 Minutes, and we can't put on things we can't verify.
You won't put it on because it's bad for Biden.
We can't put on things we can't verify.
Leslie, they spied on my campaign.
Well, we can't verify that.
It's been totally verified.
No.
They spied on my campaign. They got caught.
No.
And then
yes, Trump was right. According to this article, the CIA urged foreign spy agency to spy on 26 Trump associates leading up to 2016 elections. The operation conveniently led to allegations that the Trump campaign was colluding with Russia. Former CIA Director John helped whip up the plan and shared his target to the intel organizations in the US, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, according to these.
Brand new details about how Obama's CIA targeted Trump and started the entire Russia hoax. For years, we were told that tips from an Australian diplomat tipped off the FBI after a random conversation with Papadopoulos, a no-name 20-something. But according to new reporting by Michael Schellenberger and Matt Taibbi, the whole thing was a CIA setup. Former CIA Director John Brennan identified 26 Trump associates to be targeted by the Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance, and then those interactions were the targets and were targeted by the FBI as suspicious. And that's how the FBI launched the Russia collusion hoax. The details of this entire operation have been stored in a top-secret binder in a secret room in Washington. Trump ordered the whole thing declassified, and now the rumor is that the binder might be missing. Joining me now, one of the reporters who broke the story, Michael Schellenberger.
When in reality, the US government masterminded it, according to the report. For years, Donald Trump claimed that he was allegedly spied on by Obama. And you saw what happened here during this interview. This woman said, you don't have information to verify what you are saying here, so they cannot put it on air. That is what happened throughout that period. Now, the truth is coming out. Before we even go into that, Jessica on Fox did a segment where he actually elaborated on this. Let me play this video so you can see exactly what is going on.
Might be missing. Joining me now, one of the reporters who broke the story, Michael Schellenberger. Michael, explain how this all started with the CIA picking these 26 Trump people.
Yeah, good to be with you, Jesse. Well, obviously, this is an extremely serious story and serious allegation by multiple credible sources that Public and Racket, that's Matt Taibbi's publication, have spoken to. These are people that are close to the House intelligence investigation of how the Russia collusion hoax began. The story, as you mentioned, was that, oh, we were just informed by foreign intelligence about this. Our sources tell us a very different story, which is that this was initiated by the U.S. government. It came from within the U.S. government's intelligence community, including the CIA, that they asked the so-called Five Eyes nations intelligence agencies, that's the other English-speaking nations, including Britain and Australia, to spy on 26 Trump associates, or at least they had a list of the 26 associates that were identified. This is new information. Some people have theorized about this and speculated about it. We feel very confident that our sources were in a position to know and are very credible in this report. And it's obviously a very serious allegation because this is illegal spying and it's illegal election interference.
Okay, so you're reporting that the CIA got these allies to bump these 26 Trump associates, create interactions, and then call these interactions suspicious and let the FBI know they were suspicious, and that starts the whole thing. What about this binder that encapsulates this whole thing, and no one knows where it is right now, or Trump has it? What's that?
Well, Jesse, we'll have a piece tomorrow that is specifically about the binder, but as a friend of the show and of yours on this, I'll say that there has been widespread speculation that this binder was the reason or a reason for the FBI raid of Mar-a-Lago, and we'll be discussing that tomorrow. But obviously, if this binder contains what we have been told that it contains, which may include raw intelligence, information showing that the U.S. government, the CIA and the intelligence community of the U.S. government, initiated the Russia collusion hoax, that it did not occur in the way that the official story, including the Durham investigation, had portrayed it, then that's extremely serious information. And it may be, if the FBI then went to go get it in order to continue the cover-up of this information, that obviously adds an even more dramatic wrinkle to this. Again, we'll have more to say about it tomorrow, but this is a huge, huge story. I mean, I've been thinking about it in the history of the United States of America. Have we ever had something like this where the intelligence community was weaponized against a political candidate and using our foreign allies to do it? I can't think of a more important or dramatic story.
Yeah, and then going to great lengths by using FBI raids to cover it up. That's just an absolute incredible development. Great reporting to you and to Matt, and we look forward to your report tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Yes, taking you back, according to CNN hold elected officials and candidates accountable by pointing out what is true and what is not true. Okay, going down the article, claim Trump once again accused the Obama administration, including Biden and then President Barack Obama, of spying on his campaign. There was no transition because they came after me, tried to do a coup, came after me spying on my campaign, Trump said. Conclusion: there is no evidence Biden or Obama had any personal role in the FBI surveillance of Trump campaign advisor, which came as part of the FBI Russian investigations. Evidence Trump has been accusing the Obama administration of spying as shorthand for a broader conspiracy theory about the 2016 elections. They are snippets of truth, like the fact that some Trump aides were investigated and surveilled by the FBI under Obama, but during the 2016 campaign, Trump aides had extensive contact with Russian officials and operatives with Russian middle in the U.S. election that raised alarm within the U.S. intelligence community, prompting the FBI to open an investigation which include routine surveillance method. Along the way, the FBI made some serious mistakes, but there is no evidence Obama or Biden was personally involved in anything. This is CNN, trying to fact check this. This article clearly tells you how the mainstream media operate. Now the truth is out that this actually happened. Would they go and delete this article? What exactly? Because it's insane. They claim here there was no evidence.
I've been trying for 3 years to do this interview. The U.S. government prevented me from doing it by spying on my text messages and leaking them to the New York Times. And that spooked the Russian government into canceling the interview. So I've been trying to do this, but my country's intel services were working against me illegally, and that enraged me because I'm an American citizen. I'm 54, I pay my taxes, I obey the law. And there was no expectation in the America that I grew up in that my government and its intel services, NSA and CIA, which were always outwardly focused on our foreign enemies, would be turned inward against American citizens.